message in your mailbox. Oh boy, what is it? Double Affinity Weekend. Okay. Soca. Goodness, you're all annoying. We only have 2 mobile defense targets because this is taking a while. Yeah, there's only 2, so that's why it's extra long. Okay. Where the hell is everyone? scan's done. Hey, really primes in the games and shit. And I do... Nope. Still can't summon my hoverboard in normal matches. Tragic. But I can summon my motorcycle.
Stay focused.
I still want the Monostar Levy. I won't lie, I am very tempted to buy some primo currency for it. I'll wait until it's what you call it? Until I have a good coupon. No less than 50%, but I'll probably wait until I have a 70%. So, it bugs me that the pool noodle skin is for hammers and not glaives. Well, not glaives, pole arms. Because it looks like it would be a pole arm, but it isn't. My dual Torxica is ready to be formed once more. Dual Torxica is actually a really good weapon. Alright, what do we want to... Oh... Critical. Okay. Otherwise... Actually, hang on. What codas do I got to do? Sparthix. Did I put a... I did not. Organs. Sorry. Emergency brake. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. How you doing, Voodle? Same old, fair enough. Oh, got a glyph. That is loud. We got blast, cold, whatever. We gotta kill Prophet Taker this week. Fair enough. Why is everything shuffled weird? We need more catalysts. That is likely where my credits will be sent to.
Ta-ta, lovelies.
Check out with melee, and we can get they're called omniformas now. And endo. It's called endo because you endo in my stomach. And catalyst beep. Garbage and garbage. Okay. Oh, what do we want to do? Let's start off doing some dog days because we need pearls. A lot of them. Then we'll take a break to do, I don't know, sorting, I guess. Actually, I might do the sortie like right now. I think it's about to reset. After the mission, of course. I also need to get relics to crack to get Yareli, since she's in the game now.
Alright, now get up there and show me some
No! My bombas! Yearly gas leak for the Grenier? Yep. Who knew farts were so powerful? You see that they've really improved the mechanics from what it used to be. There's no longer just the Sokertron, but There's those periodic grenades that spawn up. There's also the pool noodle. But it bugs me that the pool noodle is a hammer. Or a hammer skin, I should say. I feel strongly that it should be a polearm skin. Double kill. Because look at it, it's double-sided. It's a dual blade. It's perfect for something like the Guandao Prime. Yes, more granadas. Dang. Getting all sorts of blubs this match. Oh, diggity! It's the most I've ever got in a singular match. Where are you? And some more right here. Holy moly. This takes me back to the glory days of Halo. Yeah. We got 6 minutes. Can we do it? Defense. No, we can't.
All-purpose
go. Oh, reduce energy, is that why I'm so low? If I started it before the Sokatron, I probably would have, but tragically, I didn't realize until it was too late. Yeah. Not that it really matters too much.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
It's me. I'm the heavy unit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Grip punch. In the Octavia room.
Broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
I still haven't made that email. Saying that does remind me of viewer rewards. Power-ups and channel points. Show. Go. Why am I still in this party? Go away. Less than 2 minutes. Can we do it? Probably not. Will it stop me from trying? No. Morgan. Snoogie Woogums. Already failed to do the sortie. Honestly, because it's a defense, I don't think even if I did not do the one mission, I don't think I would have made it. There is an announcement I want to make for the channel. You already know what it is, Voodle, but I kind of want to wait until there's more people in. Interesting setting for MM Miranda. What setting? You're glad to see me online? Why is that, Walter? Welcome on in. Quiz from the Kitsune. Moon crashes when you guess incorrectly. Gosh. You need a dose of Rowdy Man. It's about the game industry. Thank you for the kind words. Running Man yells about the game industry is indeed going to happen. The announcement that I've been holding on to is I'm not going to be streaming DVD anymore. The reason being is that the unprofessionalism of what you call it, behavior, it's unforgivable, essentially. They, like, we've all known for a while now that they basically don't give a shit about anything anyone says. They cop this "we know better than you" attitude. They disrespect everyone and double down on the dumbest things. But the point where I'm like, I'm not going to support them anymore. I will not be playing DVD. I will not be streaming it. Is when they did a stream not too long ago, and on it they were getting DDoS attacked, which is one thing, but how they handled it was another. They have a history of ignoring things that Atstarva says, which is one of the reasons why he stopped doing so many "I think this would be good for the game" kind of videos. Then that's not new, but to have them on air disrespect Ots on their own channels by, like, Atstarva repeatedly trying to save their stream for them. Like, Atstarva is legitimately trying to help them, and they refuse. For some unknown stupid reason, they just refuse. And, like, Ats pointed out the solution to the problem that they had was simply filling out the spectator slots in their lobbies. But they refused. It got to a point where even the Walking Dead actor is like Chandler or something. I'm not familiar with the Walking Dead myself, but this celebrity, this guy they brought in to basically be the host of their stream, they disrespect him too, cutting him off when he's like, Ots is like saying we should do this, and they're like, no, that's not going to do anything. No, this is different. And it's just like, how disrespectful can you be, Carl's actor? Yeah, that's who he plays in this show. Chandler Riggs, that's the name. And it's like embarrassing, like, on their part, but like they just, this is just too much disrespect. It's like I've said so many times before, they feel like they're invincible because they're the only ASIM that is yet to die. As every other ASIM just, as I've stated in times past, they just do stupid decisions and always bites them in their ear.
Alright, what can we help you with?
Give me a bunch of relic packs. And yeah, I'm just like one of a few that are giving up the game. At the very least, until they shape up. But as I've stated before, they're on a path to self-destruction. And it leads me to an issue I have with consumers in general, is that people don't tend to care. They'll keep buying Dead by Daylight stuff. They'll keep being like, oh, nothing's changed. It's fine. Keep buying the slop. And then we have things like the half-assed apologies that they put out, where it's like, oh, we're sorry. We're sorry. We're sorry. And it's just, why are they letting themselves be taken advantage of like this? Stop supporting these companies. It's like, you can't boycott Nintendo if nobody but yourself boycott Nintendo. Like me, it's like, I boycotted the Switch. It wound up being one of the most sold systems of all time, and it feels very hopeless. It's like, we can't hold these companies accountable for the evils they do if only like 2 people are like, hey, these people are bad, and then we have other people who's like, oh, people just buy the slop anyway, so I'm just going to keep buying the slop. And it's like, you are exactly the reason why things are bad. Stop buying these games. Like, stop supporting these people doing bad things. Amiibo Pal World.
You need to bring the captive to safety. Protect them at all costs. Got a weapon for me? I've got some scores to settle.
You'll be 100%ing the game. I'm not. Do what you will. But personally, I refuse. Because even just simply playing their game shows numbers to investors. And it's like, see, we've got 5 million people playing! Look at all these satisfied customers. Now give us more money, investors. I'm not going to let them be rewarded for that. Fuck them. And you can see how many shills there are for Dead by Daylight on YouTube right now when they do the entire shenanigans of the entire past month, where they release half-assed chapters that's bugged as hell. They double down on not shutting down things that are blatantly breaking the game. They completely disrespect anyone and everyone they come in contact with, and then they go, oh my gosh, behavior's doing so cool. They're doing a health update, guys. They're totally doing it this time. Totally. It's so cool. Behavior's finally our bestest friends. And I'm just like, no. Why are you like this? And there's so many people that are doing this just simply because it's what makes them money. And I just find that to be a sad, sad existence. They're not, yeah, they keep saying they're doing things, but they don't ever do them, ever. They're totally going to be balancing the audio, guys. They're totally going to be... They're going to fix the twins and Skull Merchant. Totally. Going to 100% Emily is away. You only need 3 co-op achievements. I really despise achievements in games that require the participation of other players. It's not something under your own control. It's stinky poo poo. I don't like them. Your maker team is never disrespectful. They couldn't afford to be.
We've lost control of the tower. This tower is ours now.
There's also been things have been dug up by people about previous employees there. There's like a lot of things that the devs have known, like all the security vulnerabilities of Dead by Daylight and a lot of things that could be fixed that a lot of the devs are just not allowed to fix. Because of things from higher up, basically being like, no. Choice of new hacker. Oh yeah, classic one. It's also why it frustrates me that it works so well that behavior's solution to dealing with hackers and cheaters is just simply ignore them. In part, they do it because the philosophy at the office is that they're still paying customers, so they should be treated with respect because of that. And also, they can basically just make them buy the game again by periodically banning them rather than banning them right away. They also do it because they want to let the hackers just get it out of their system. Yeah, they can do all these things, but they'll eventually just get bored of doing it. And that's what happens every time. It's not that behavior banishes hackers. They absolutely don't. They just simply wipe them out. And I think the only way to actually defeat behavior is going to be having someone be able to get connected to, like, execs and stuff that are connected to their licenses, show them the things that behavior is doing, showing them how shameful behavior is. Like, if you can't get to behavior themselves, you need to get to basically who really can get to behavior. Is what does behavior live on? The licenses and Dead by Daylight. And I'm going to say, I don't want the ASIM genre to die, but like, right now our only choices are Dead by Daylight or nothing. Like, yeah, Dragon Ball The Breakers is still technically out there, but infamously, the servers are like dead. V for Vendetta. Are you talking about Identity V? Yeah. Identity V, spoiler alert, was also made by Behavior. So, yeah, I don't really want to buy anything associated with behavior. That's why I didn't buy Meet Your Maker when it came out, is because I still refuse to give behavior any money at that point. For the NFT debacle, as well as how shitty they were treating people. And they were getting better for a while, which is why I came back. But, yeah. It's just a shame. I still really wish VHS would have lasted. I think one of the most disappointing thing is that I was expecting it to last like maybe 2 years before they threw in the towel, and it didn't even last one, and that's what traps me hide. On top of VHS being really good. Yeah, they bungled a lot of things. It's a shame because the game they made was actually top tier fantastic. I can show the game off. I have it installed still. I'll need to like update my one mod that lets me play it offline and whatnot, but it's a really good game, and I really wish Hellbent would come back. Not because I think Hellbent's a good company, but because VHS is legitimately a great game. And the only realistic competitor DBD ever had, and when it was out, and actually a competitor to Dead by Daylight, that behavior actually started to get off their asses and start listening to people, which is why we had a really good era of changes. But after VHS died, they quickly fell back into old habits. If you had any hearing problem, the game is impossible to play. Yeah, that was the thing people had about the game, was
Also, this
hearing disability. It makes you at severely disadvantaged. Teens have too much power. The teens, you can just call them Survivor if you want. The teens started off having a lot of power, but by the end of it, the monster was a lot more brutal. But most people didn't really play to the end like the 100 of us that did. I say 100 because that was the server average on Steam. Something you want to do as prop night. Yeah, those are the same guys that did that one not game. I forget what it was called. Day After Tomorrow or something. And I'm going to... Going down, soldier.
which makes him one of the most influential here.
What in the world? Wait, is there a radiation thing and people are just being stupid? Howdy, Trev. You've come at the time when I was announcing I'm not playing Dead by Daylight anymore. The devs are very disrespectful and they don't deserve time, attention, or money.
Bayhex plans for complete system domination and making two papers. Know what to do. Heads up, a grenade assault team is heading your way.
Three-point shop items. Oh?
Bayhex plans for complete system domination.
Oh, I have to take a gander here in a schmeckin'. Eat my piss laser. No, we finish this business like men and women that dress like men. Piss laser.
It should be a long time before we hear Bayhex ugly voice again. Now get to extraction.
Play the sound of another stream? Weird.
Great work, Tenno.
Store. Steam Next Fest. I don't see no Next Fest. Oh, here it is. Tiny banner instead of a big one. What stuff? Claim your points. And ooh, rifle ribbon. Advancing army. Free. Warframe. Free. Castle construction. Free. Okay then. Anyways. Un momento. Just I am not watching another stream at the moment, no. Where is where I put it anyway? I don't remember where I put it. Guess we'll do VHS another time. Anyway. Let's go to see this. I need to see how many pearls I got. I'm gonna get some more notes. OBKB. Cash travel. Okay. I've got 311. I need 490 for that. So 840. Spine. probably don't really care for this, but I'll get it anyways because of the skin. So that's 1,065 total is what I'm going to be needing. I'll probably do a lot of the grinding off screen. Check right with melee. But I can just access it from here. $3K left until your first start thing.
Sectors vex. TV's got mental mashing up everything they see. It's about time we discipline the whole. All of them. Put them in the ground. Fill them. Supply cache in the area. Get near, it will start ticking. Self-destruct. Need to be quick to get the kill. Yo! Supply cache crushed. Further charging to will melt that long.
You don't know what to choose. Well, you can take your time in deciding. I still do plan on, at some point, starting to work on projects on stream. I just really have not been in the headspace for creation lately. Don't really know why. What do I plan to do? Mostly art, but I will be doing game design stuff in general. But the first part of my game design journey is doing a lot of sprites. So I've already gotten a lot of the base sprites of Super Meowscovich Lands, well, Meowscovich, done. Uh, but I just... I don't know. Just don't have it in me lately. Like, I haven't not been working on any art whatsoever in such a long time.
But the worst of it, now come on home, fam.
There we go. Challenge complete. Monostar Levy! I desire that skin. Check the aura. Just kill 250 tech rats. Okay.
Gonna be short and sweet. Go into the heart of the infestation. Recover the lost telescopes. Keep them clean. When the timing is right,
Nom.
fire them off and kill the tech rotted source. Spores. You know why they call them house brothers? Because if we don't blast the build us off, tell them what I was there.
Imagine having the power to instantly digest. Couldn't be me. Oh wait, that's one of my main powers. I've also been thinking of doing some smaller projects as well, but I'm not entirely sure. It's like I have the desire to work on things, but like I just don't feel like I have the energy. Might just have to be one of those things that I just have to push past the depression and just force myself to keep going.
Scrubbers and doors coming up.
You figure that's a big part of how you deal with your depression, pushing past it. It is an important life skill to have. Forging on despite your being basically fighting against you, being like, no, don't. And it does becomes easier the more you do it. There's nothing wrong with taking a break, but there is a point that you just need to conquer yourself.
You get a little close, no?
Base. You could say that you're based.
See? My ass is out here on the line too. This mission's minimum threshold. You didn't come down here to do the minimum, did you? More contamination is getting out of hand. Start holding your breath. Hey, you think I'm playing? Shoot that buildup off.
Body care achievement. Contact adjournment.
Hey, I need 26 to fix your damn shit.
So the basics. Two body things.
There's no
5-minute
safety
small
now.
work task.
Get out while you
Contacting the support person, you know.
can. Now you get to do things
I
the
don't
hard
have
way.
support people. And followed up with engagement in enjoyable activities. Fair enough. As the saying goes, something's better than nothing.
Man, they don't make PPE strong enough to handle what you're breathing in. Extract now.
Another big thing I need to do is exercise more, which will help out immensely with the mental. Silver potatoes.
Flash and bite. The day is won not with a strike to the heart, but 100 cuts about it. Let's get back to it.
Find yourself angry.
Offensive broadcast incoming. This railjack is compromised.
If it works for you, it works for you, I suppose.
The towers down.
I don't think I would personally enjoy an angry song. But that's me. I already have enough things to be angry about in the world, as it were. The music I listen to tends to be a lot more goofy. You want to know a stark contrast between Dead by Daylight's fanbase and Warframe's fanbase? Dead by Daylight's fanbase just eats up the slop. Warframe's fanbase will call out the devs hardcore for the odd times that they get too greedy with things. And then the devs tend to straighten out a little bit, which is so much more refreshing. It's why the game has been getting so much better over time. They've been making quality of life features over years and years. It's one thing that I really like about Digital Extremes. They can be a little unfavorable at times, but we all have bad days, you know. It isn't a constant thing like Dead by Daylight.
Vulnerable. Cool up. Crash the party. Fires extinguished. Oxygen levels normalized.
They're also putting out a new game soon. It's been in beta, like private beta for a bit. It's called Soulframe. And much like the name implies, it's basically Dark Souls Warframe. Where it's more, like, how do you put it? Low fantasy? From what I've seen, instead of sci-fi. I don't know if it'll be set in the same universe, but it looks like a nifty game so far, from what I've seen. But, you know. Squee. I mean, there's a lot of things that, Warframe, like, there's a lot of things the game wasn't designed for, but because things got popular with the community, they just sort of roll with it. Like, the whole bullet jumping thing was because of a glitch with how players would get through matches, where they would basically launch themselves at lightning speeds. And so they made it to where now you can just do that base kit instead of using a glitch, and they patched out the glitch, of course. It's no longer useful to do. There are much more efficient ways of getting throughout the game. I'm never gonna die, he says as he dies. Squish. Also, this is a free game. Unlike Dead by Daylight, which acts like it's a free game, even though it isn't.
Time to leave.
Like, yeah, I put coins into this game from time to time because I like having weapon slots and character slots, but you don't really need to do that. You can just slowly farm up slots from events and giveaways in the battle passes, which are free, and whatnot. Yeah, Warframe is currently in beta. Let me see. Do they have a release date? Store Warframe does not have a store page. Wow. Yeah, I know Warframe content creators have been getting keys for it. Can't touch this. Alright, emotes. Oh, I need to go over here. Okie dokie. What are my weapons sitting at? Getting up there. Public. Let's see what is at Melrose Bazaar. Where is my Warframe list. Like that. Because I do have a checklist, though it probably needs to be updated, about what things I have yet to acquire.
Stand up straight now. Nothing left to chance if you're bringing Regal.
Alright, what we got? Equinox Prime and Wukong Prime bundles. I think we have Nikandi, right? Let's look. Wukong, Nikandi, Shugei Prime, Torpedo. Do we have Torpedo? No! Torpedo Prime handle, where be ye? Of course you're the rare drop. Give.
Memory's a tricksy thing.
Stradivar. And Shugei.
Teshin. I don't know if I want to slam him against the wall or have him slam me against the wall.
We get it. The E is horny. You don't need to make it any more clear. Yep, that looks like this only one of the current rotation that I don't have.
Down now.
Let's crack-a-lack some spears, shall we? If we got some good missions. Exterminate? Hell yeah. And it's a void mission too. Torpedo Prime. Torpedo Prime. Torpedo Prime! Let's go. Do I have a command for my playlist? Switch my playlist? No. I keep thinking I do, don't I? But I keep forgetting.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
I'll dredge it up after this mission.
Well done. Now head to extraction.
Alright, my playlist. I'll take the compressor. It's one part down. And looks like the snaps is JQ Prime. Anyways, Piss Laser gets its final upgrade. Yeah, this AS system was once sort of like a greed grab that they tried to do once. They got shat on by the community so hard that they decided, okay, we're going to keep it around forever. It's not going to be a FOMO. And you get a much better deal from what we're selling with it because nobody was buying it. And that's what makes me smile. That's what makes me go, there is hope for the world, but it is such a exception instead of the norm, and that's what makes me sad. Dance on me bows, catch fucking a handbag, yours, only yours, we're the single dance band. Police at the club said, look, Harry had a vagina malfunction. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 oh, oh. Worm otter. No, I'm going to take the 2 forma. M10. Okay, what do you got? Nothing I really care for. I say that as most of the things on there are parts for guns that I really like. Just 2 people just see items. I get it. It isn't a divvy up the loot thing. It's a choosing which prize you want. That's one of the ways that this game is actually very good about co-op, because it doesn't make things harder for co-op, it makes things far easier and far better. Because if you have 4 different people with 4 different relics, you can get it's your choice of 4 different items, and everybody can pick the same item if they want. So it's more optimal to play with people than it is to play solo. And even if you're the kind of person who just wants to play the game at their own pace, I still highly, highly, highly recommend, for relic cracking, always play either with a full friend group or with pubs. I got an email. What does it say? It's just a GOG ad.
I'm detecting multiple enemy signatures, and they're all under the control of the tower. There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic. Found fissure. Look out for reactant. The corrupted enemies are dropping reactant. Collect it to open the void. The reactant is working on your relic. Find more. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. You've collected enough reactant to open the lock. The tower's neural sentry has turned these soldiers into mindless attack drones. You need to take them out.
Do not damage it further. Use the synthesis device. What have you done? Synthesis only works on the living. Can you control your murderous impulses for the good of Sanctuary?
No.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
Give me the 2 from me. Alright. And relic. I'm not exactly going to be shy about going back and getting more if I need to.
You are not alone. This tower is full of life forms, all corrupted by the neural sentry. Clean them out.
Is on, Daniel. The synthesis scanner is detecting a potential target. Use it. Search for traces of the target.
Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a magic relic? We're near a fissure. Defeat the corrupted. Use the reactant to open a relic. Keep fighting. We'll be more reactant.
It still amuses me just how on point Grendel is for my interests in games. Rolling into a ball, eating people.
This tower is useless to us.
What else is there to love? And of course he has jiggle physics on the belly.
Broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
Eh.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
L5. Lovus Prime. Alright, back to Maru's Bazaar.
Hey, did you hear, Tenno? Now here's a Tenno who looks at. If you're here for relics, you might have to crack a few before you get what you're after. By the glory and wisdom of the Seven, yada yada. Well, good luck. The tower's neural sentry is operational. I'm picking up multiple threats, all under Oregon control, like criminal errors. Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic? Fisher, defend yourself and use reactive to open relics. Reactive are dropping reactive.
Do you say Fisher or do you say Fissure?
Don't forget the reactive.
Say in the comments below.
That relic. Stay focused.
Personally, I say Fisher.
Approaching. I've collected enough reactive to open the relic. Fighting. As long as the enemy is here, this tower is useless to us. Broken their ranks and they're on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
If there's any advice I can give to people starting this game for the first time, it's to power through the story as fast as you can. And then clear every node on the star chart. It may sound weird, but that's like how you start really playing the game. Because clearing the story will give you a lot of things that are locked behind it. Such as the Archon hunts. Ooh, Yoreli Prime chassis, you say? And also a lot of different perks and stuff. I am getting very close to L4. So Clarion notes in the star chart gives you mastery rank. And you want to get as much mastery rank as you can. And unless you're willing to spend money on the game, try to keep like a few slots full of things you don't want. Basically dedicated to mastering characters and weapons that you don't really care to keep, so that you can bin them and then move on to the next thing as soon as possible. And really, grinding is kind of the name of the game here. This is the kind of game that you just sort of turn your brain off to. If you ever played games like Dynasty Warriors. It's that sort of game. Just low IQ, pew pew lasers, and stuff like that. Bills are in prime, there we go.
Another job well executed.
You know what? Torxica. Where is... It's like... Let's Scorch. The other one. Is it Scorch? Oh, I guess it is. I was thinking of a different weapon. Anyways, I want to get the daily for the blasts. Pepto-Bismol! You're not alone. There are a lot of bees.
Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. You have a matching relic. Fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics.
Ooh, somebody boosted me. see. Oh,
Well done, Tenno.
was it the wisp? It looks like a wisp.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. The tower's neural sentry has turned these soldiers into mindless attack drones. You need to take them out.
Minus attack drones.
Broken their ranks and they are on the run.
Survivor mains.
Successful mission. Find extraction.
Maybe that'll be the first art stream I do when I finally get myself doing them. It's making this emote. I'll take that. For the duckies!
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Do, do, do. Ba, 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 da, ba, da, da, do.
The tower's neural sentry is operational. I'm picking up multiple threats, all under Origin control. Wipe them all out.
I'm detecting a synthesis target. Use the synthesis scanner to track the creature.
Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a magic relic? You're near a fissure. They're dropping reactant. Use it to crack open the relic. The reactant is working on your relic. Find more. You've collected enough reactant to open the relic. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. The tower's neural sentry has turned these soldiers into mindless attack drones. You need to take them out.
Someone's being stalked. Annihilated. Stop moving. This just treasure. Hmm? Man. I still maintain it's easier to get Equinox Prime than it is to get Equinox. I'm going to go until either I get the handle or I run out of orbs. And that's where we'll end the stream. And we have 2 orbs. So. But I ain't cracking them without having a hundo into them. If you're wondering what that's all about, you get void traces for doing various things. Most common way to get them is just by cracking open relics in general. And you put points, like the void traces points, into your weapons, not weapons, your relic orbs, and the more traces you put in, up to a cap of 100, the higher your chances of getting the rarer items are. Like, by default, getting the gold tier item is 1%, but with 100 traces, it becomes 10%. This is a dead end. Yes. Well, aren't I a silly goob? And yeah, the relics are basically loot boxes, but they're not paid for at all. The devs did put loot boxes into the game once, forever ago, but they got rid of it, I think, like 2 days after its release, because somebody spent like $5,000 on a loot box or something, some ridiculously high amount. And those were like, whoa, 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 we do not want this to be the thing. No.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Yeah, even if you get a stinky item from a relic, you can still sell it for ducats, which is a special currency that is used with the Void Trainer, which is a bi-weekly character that shows up at one of the let's just call them towns for those who don't know. There's like various little town hubs, and he shows up at one every other week. And you use a mixture of ducats and credits, which is another in-game currency, to get rare mods and cosmetics. So, yeah, it's pretty nifty.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
It's me, I'm the heavy unit.
Well done. Your portal's opened. Keep fighting. As long as the enemy is here, this tower is useless to us.
Now, don't take me praising Ingles and DE like there's some patron saints of gaming. I mean, as I've stated, they have done things. It's just that their community calls them out for it and they actually listen. Though they are owned by Tencent these days.
Well done. That got to extraction.
But I do wonder, since both Epic and DE are owned by Tencent, why they still don't play nice together. Because DE did, what was it, Quake Arena? Or was it Unreal Tournament? I think it was Unreal Tournament 2 or something. And Epic, like, for some reason, really tries to hide it. And it's really weird. I'm not the best to speak on the whole thing. All I know is that Epic and Digital Extremes has a bit of a beef with each other. And some of the weapons in this game are actually from Unreal Tournament.
The tower's neural sentry is operational.
I can't remember which ones off the top of my head, but they of course have new skins, but you can also get skins for the way they looked in Unreal Tournament, if I remember right. It is interesting how much people don't really know Digital Extremes despite how much they've done.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Keep fighting. As long as the enemy is here, this tower is useless to us.
There's also more games than Warframe in the same universe. I can't remember its name, but there's one on Steam. That takes place a long time before the events of Warframe. I think was originally a like early PS3 game. I don't really know. Dark Sector, that's the one! They also have, like, nodes in this game that are named after the game. I should have remembered. But Mio's brain is crusty. Oh, there's an elevator. Orb. But as I say, Meow is a silly goob. So, with a crusty brain. That said, don't feel like you need to play Dark Sector to know what's going on in Warframe.
Broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
I haven't played it myself. I don't even own it. All I know is it's on Steam, and I kind of want to get it to see what it's like. And that apparently the Excalibur frame in this game is also in Dark Sector. His last name was Tenno, and he uses a lance and one-handed gun. Oh, is that why that one challenge has you equip a glaive and a pistol and complete a mission with just that? Glaive, yep. It's one of the few non-backwards compatible for Xbox. Tragic. Howdy, Dusk Dreamer. Welcome on in. We came in on the tail end of the stream, but we're going to end it after my last relic for the Torpedo Prime handle is cracked for the day. Rave Gummy Bear. Let's get ourselves 100 traces again.
Don't forget the reactor. Need more to open.
Trying to get a specific prime. I'm trying to get Torpedo Prime handle, because I believe that's the last part I need for Torpedo Prime. And after that, I'll probably be going after Yareli, because they added her since I last played. And of course, the Compressa and IQ. But yeah, just kind of dusting off the game after putting it down for a little while. You know how it is. You grind it out, you get a bunch of stuff done, and then you're in a bit of a dry spell for content until the next update. I'm generally, though, on top of just collecting primes in general, I'm trying to master everything. I'm very close to Legendary 4. And I think Legendary 5 is currently the cap. So I still have some work to do. Compressor Prime with Arcane Innervate. I forget what Innervate does, but Compressor was already popular before the Prime came out. I can only imagine everyone slobbers over it. I got one of the parts just by cracking other things already. I believe the receiver. So at least I don't have to get one of those. Yeah, I've been cracking Torpedo Prime Handle relics. It's like Axie T9, is it? I don't have it equipped, so I don't know why I'm looking at my menu. I'm also going to be doing a lot of Nakak Pearl grinding off stream, because I don't want to subject everyone to that dull grind, because there are some things I desire. Mostly the cape, the ephemera, and the Redeemer skin that I don't have. Innervate increases your crit chance to a certain point and then resets. I should see if I have it. I probably do. Whoop. That's the relic machine. Here's the arcane machine. Arcane. Wait, do I not have it? And yes, I don't. Is it from doing Dark Archimedia? Because I have not done that too much since it's been introduced. I suppose it would be up here, wouldn't it? Wait, what? I have secondary innervate. That's the one here. On hit, increases critical chance by 10%, resets after 6 big crits. How does that stack up with pistol acuity? So I do like me some of those crit perks or mods.
First ones here. I'm detecting multiple enemy signatures. They're all under control of the tower. Eliminate the threat.
99's arcanes are so easy to farm.
Found mission. Look out for reactors. The corrupted enemies are targeting.
So the Jade Light event, alert, whatever it's called,
Stay focused.
was crazy good for getting so many arcanes.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside. Keep fighting. As long as the enemy is here, this tower is useless to us.
Kuva Nukor. Isn't Nukor mostly used as a stat stick sort of deal? Where you just use it to apply a billion stats to someone? Isle Weaver? Is that new Divari stuff? Because I only just like updated the game a couple days ago, so I don't know anything that's been added since like what do we call it? When Lavos Prime got added to the game was when I last played. Or when the Coda weapons were introduced, I guess you could say. Before Innervate, it was only good for condition overload.
Another job well executed.
Hang on, I need to pull up my list. I didn't just do an oopsie, did I? No, good. Yes.
There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open the relic. You are near a fissure. Collect reactant to open the relic. Be aware. Only corrupted enemies will drop it. You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic. Well done, Hannah. Your goal is opened.
Not a fan of Isle Weaver because of randomness.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Next had a lot of arcanes because of it.
Better that you walk to
Oh, was it an alert or something that happened?
clean up their mess. You have broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
Operation, yeah, those things. I always seem to miss operations. It's rare that I ever actually get into one while I'm playing the game. Act Magnus spread. Do I need to Act Magnus? No, it doesn't look like it. I'll take the Okina. I need Act Chikara and Act Stiletto. And Ephirus. Oh, is that a Yareli relic? Yeah, relic. So why one? They last for a month. Hard to miss. Well, it's not like I'm playing the game every month. I do put the game down from time to time. I usually play a bunch for like a month and a half, and then I put it down for a month and a half. Just about.
Void fissures.
Like I'm
A relic, but are you confident you can withstand their
nearly legendary 4 in rank, so there isn't much I haven't done in the game. So it does make me lose interest after a while, because there's only so much mindless grinding you can do before you have your fill.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. As long as the enemy is here, this tower is useless to us.
Tell you what, though, I'm glad I picked up the game again on Sunday, because they had a really nice mod for Sparrowfix in the credit shop. Well, Nightwave credit shop, I should say. It's one that gives it a bunch of punch through, and also its quills like instantly explode and do some crazy things. Finally! Woo! GG. Oh, how about that? The final relic of the stream. And it's what we need. Oh, it is funny how it works out that way. Let's get that cooking, and then we'll probably raid out if somebody's live. Haven't tried Sparrowfix, planning on getting the Coda version. Oh, well, the Coda version, of course, is better. The original Sparrowfix, I remember it being kind of stinky. The Sparrowfix I have, I believe, is max power, because when Coda weapons were first dropped, the Sparrowfix was a full 60 bonus. Where is it? Here. Oh no, it's not full 60. I was thinking of something else. It's 54.2 though. Let's go check what Codas are available. Maybe we can cap that off. She's over here, right? Alright. Not this week. Ooh, good path assist. And cost assist. A shovel. And back room. I don't have my... Yeah, I accidentally equipped it. Where's my pistol laser? Snaps. As I'm topping this off before I swap over to the Sparrowfix. Cannonade? I'm not familiar with that. I'll show off the mod I was talking about, though, that I got. Sparrowfix. Salt potato. Oh. And button. Here we are. There we go. This is what it does. Shots have +3 punch through. Barbs explode instantly. Barbs that strike enemy have +4 radius and +50% status chance. This thing is a status beast. Anyways, back to the piss laser. I'm going to throw my thing in the oven, and that's where we will end it. And yes, I have the tag for with the knife. Geppetto is a melee. Geppetto. I'm 4 cells short. Oh well, I guess I'll get those off stream. Anyways, that's busted. I mean, it's a sniper rifle, so I'll take what we can get with that. Let us raid Yummy Goat. They are doing the arts. Give them all your love, and thank you again for accompanying me this day. I'll probably be playing a lot of Warframe for a little while, so I do have open lobbies if anyone is ever interested in playing with me. You're welcome. Thank you for your thanks. Alright. Love y'all, bye-bye!